back to Bearware the Terrible. Today we have a new deck for you called the Atlantic Resonance, featuring our Rillaboom VMAX from Fusion Strike. So the new Rillaboom with the GMAX drum solo attack, doing 180 damage plus 40 extra damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So if you have a Passimian, you get to do 30 extra damage. If you have Telescopic Sight as well, you get to do 60 extra damage. But we are only playing 1 copy of Telescopic Sight and 2 Passimian in this deck. So we want to be, for this deck, we want to be charging it up as fast as possible because it is 4 energy attack cost, 1 grass and 3 colorless. So how do we charge it as fast as possible? We have Leafeon, Greening Cells, and also Melony. So 3 copies of Melony and 2 copies of our Greening Cells, plus a lot of VIP passes, 4 VIP passes, 4 Quick Ball, and 1 Capture Energy to bring out as many of our basic Pokemon as fast as possible. All we need is 1 Rillaboom and 1 Leafeon to start with, so we get to attach at least 2 energy on our first turn. If we get to attach from our hand, that's great. We have a lot. We do have like 21 energy cards in this deck, so 12 water energy just because we need to discard it very fast in a game. So we need to be drawing out our water energy as fast as possible to be able to discard it, so that we get to have it in the discard pile to reattach with Melony. Otherwise we cannot use Melony for that extra attachment. So we need to be using Melony as fast as possible. We need to be using all of our abilities as fast as possible so that we get to charge up to 4 energy cards on our second turn and attack on our second turn as fast as possible. So that's what we want to do with this deck. So GMAX Drum Solo is quite heavy, but we can do it if we have our Rapid Strike energy in time. We may not even need Rapid Strike energy if we have Melony. So on our second turn, all we need to do is attach extra energy with Melony, and then 1 more from our hand. That's already 4. Which we are able to attach 2 on our last turn just because of our Greening Cells. So passing the turn with Greening Cells allows you to attach 2 already on your first turn if you have 1 in hand, but we have 21, we're definitely going to be able to attach on our first turn even if we go first. So we have also our Battle VIP pass, as I said. So our regular supporter cards, we have our regular supporter cards in this deck. We have 2 Bird Keeper, 1 Marnie, 3 Melonies. That's not quite regular. So this is a Melony deck, so we need to be using our Milo and Research to be able to discard as many water energy, discard water energy as fast as possible so that we get to use Melony. So we don't need to discard that many because we don't actually need to use Melony that many times. We only have 3 copies to spare. We have no Eldegoss V, no Lucky Match in this deck, so we can't use the ability to recycle, no Cross Receiver as well, so we can't recycle this supporter card, but we actually do need to discard it fast in the game. That's why we have that many Milo and Research. So 4 Quick Ball as well, no Aurora Energy. Normally if I play Melony, I would have Aurora Energy, but just because we don't actually have that much water energy, so Aurora Energy is not going to help much because we are playing our special energy, Rapid Strike energy. If we play Aurora Energy, we are not going to have 12 copies anymore. So 12 copy is the minimum necessary for Melony. Any Melony decks, you need 12 copy at least. 13 is better, 13 water energy is better, so that they turn up easily in your hand and you get to discard them easily on your first turn already from the get-go. So we have 4 Quick Ball for the discard, 2 Milo and 2 Reese's. That's all we have for the discard, but even though that's not a lot, sometimes it is enough. Even though you can't use Melony, if you get your Rapid Strike energy in time, Rapid Strike energy actually does more than Melony because it actually helps you, attach up to 2 without using a supporter card, and you get to draw more cards with your other supporter cards that way. So Rapid Strike, that's why I prefer to have more Rapid Strike energy than my Melony combos. Aurora Energy, Melony, that actually works really well, but I prefer to have this one just because you get to use other supporter cards like Bird Keeper to switch. Sometimes you need to switch as well, and or Marnie to draw more cards, or we also have 1 copy of Pierre's, by the way. So Pierre's allows you to get out your Crobat and also your Rapid Strike energy card, Rapid Strike, or even your Capture, whatever energy that you need at the moment. But this is basically that to get out your Rapid Strike energy so that you get to charge up to 2 in a single turn, plus a Melony. If they use a Crushing Hammer on your last turn, all you need to do is Melony, Rapid Strike energy for 3 energy costs. If you have 1 last energy, if you have 1 remaining energy on your Rillaboom, you can actually attack on the same turn. So that's how powerful Melony is. We also have our Evolution Incense and 3 copies of Turffield. One Evolution Incense, 3 Turffield. So we are playing a lot of Stadium cards that allows us to kick out any path to the peak, allowing us to use our Dark Asset ability and our Greening Cells, which is the main ability for this deck. So we cannot afford to have any path to the peak in play. That is why we need our Stadium cards. So if you play a lot of V card abilities, you actually need a lot of Stadium cards in your deck. That is why we have 3 copies of Turffield. We only have that 1 Evolution Incense. It's better to have 4 Turffield, but just in case they play a Shadow Rider on their first turn, Shadow Rider V with the miss, I can't remember the attack, but that attack actually prevents you from attaching special energy and playing Stadium cards from your hand. So if they use that attack constantly and kind of prevent you from evolving, stalling a lot of turns, buying a lot of turns so that you can't actually attack and then so that they get to attach a lot of energy cards on their Pokemon before they get to do a one-hit knockout on your VMAX. So that's gonna be super bad if they stall in that sense, because we can't play stadium cards anymore. So that is why we have that one copy of this item, just to add the variety, just in case they prevent us from playing stadium cards, or if they play Sydney as well. So stadium cards is very bad nowadays, just because there's Sydney, there's Shadow Rider, prevention of you playing any supporter cards, any stadium cards. There's Pumpkaboo as well, so that's the bad thing about stadium cards. So we also have Passimian, 2 copies to add extra damage, 2 Basculin as well to do a billion damage after you hit their bench. So you need to hit their bench with 2 GMAX Drum Solo strikes. So two strikes of GMAX Drum Solo is already enough. All you need is 1 Passimian though. If you don't have a Passimian, that's going to be bad. So 140 damage is enough to knock it out with a Swarm the Wound. So Swarm the Wound does 140 plus 30, and that's already enough to knock out a low HP VMAX Pokemon. You may actually need a few more damage counter though if they are playing 320 HP. So it's only doing a max of 310 HP, my bad, 310 damage. So you actually need that telescopic side. So we only have 1 telescopic side, but if it turn up at the right time, 1 copy actually does a lot. If it turns up at the right time, you can actually, you know, knock out any Pokemon with 1 hit of your Swarm the Wound. So this Basculin is basically there to collect the knockout after your VMAX has done a lot of your GMAX Drum Solo on their bench Pokemon. We need at least 3 strikes though. If they're playing a lot of VMAXs, we need 3 strikes to be able to knock it out with our final hit, Swarm the Wound, as the, you know, final knockout hit. So that's all for the deck review. Let's go ahead for gameplay. I forgot to review another deck, so I was requested to review another Rillaboom VMAX deck. So here's another Rillaboom deck, another deck list. So this is a separate deck list. I will be reviewing this deck on the I'm reviewing this deck now, but I will be making a separate video on this deck list perhaps in the future, or maybe not. I'm not really too sure, but right now I'm just gonna go through the list. I may just play a few games with this deck in this video as well, but just because this video actually features in the thumbnail, it shows in the thumbnail and in the deck list description as well, it shows this list. It shows Melony and Leafeon. I can't actually play this deck in this video, but I may just go for a few games, just because, you know, I may not actually make this video that early. It may actually take a few days before I post this one, because this is kind of the same strategy. We are trying to charge up Rillaboom VMAX as fast as possible, and we have no other supporting attackers. Whereas with the last deck, we have a Basculin. For this deck, we have no supporting other attackers at all. But we do have 2 Passimian and 2 telescopic sides. So we are actually trying to hit 100 damage on their bench Pokemon with 1 GMAX Drum Solo every turn. With those 2 effects, add 60 damage to their bench Pokemon if they are V cards. And we are trying to do our Cherrim to attach energy. So Cherrim only attach energy to non-V cards, obviously, but we are trying to Rapid Strike style Mustard for a Florges to use its ability to connect those grass energy back to our VMAX card, so that we get to attack with 4 energy cost, GMAX Drum Solo, 180 damage, and 40 more for 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So we are trying to use our Galarian Meowth to discard our hand until Rapid Strike style Mustard is our only card in hand, because you can't play this card if you have no Rapid Strike. If you have no Rapid Strike Pokemon in your discard pile, not only do you need to discard your Rapid Strike Florges or your Rapid Strike Rillaboom, if you have no Florges in hand, you can still play your Mustard if you have a VMAX in hand, because you get to discard it and then use your Rapid Strike Mustard to summon that VMAX. So whatever you need to discard at the moment, we have 4 Evolution Incense though, so it's quite easy to bring out your Florges. You need to discard your Florges as early on as possible, as the first turn if you can, and then use your Rapid Strike style Mustard with your Galarian Meowth to summon your Florges very early on, so that you get to evolve your Cherrim on your next turn, charge up to 4 energy to your Cherrim, and then transfer them to your Rillaboom VMAX after evolving. So you need to do a lot of things basically. You need to not only use your Mustard to bring out your Florges, you need to discard it as well. Let's not forget that. You need to discard Florges, get your Mustard into your hand, discard your hand until you have Mustard left as your final card, use Mustard, and then evolve. On your next turn, you need to evolve Cherrim, you need to evolve Rillaboom, and you also need to bring out 4 energy cards. We only have 16 energy in this deck, so only 1 capture energy and 50 energy cards. So this is a very confining, that is very confined in that sense. We don't have a lot of space. We have to do a lot of things in the span of a very short time. In a very short time, we need to do like a billion things simultaneously. That's crazy. So this is why this deck is not really that good yet. I haven't perfected this deck yet, but this is kind of the best that I can do for now. So we have 2 Poke Gear and also 4 Mustard to bring it out, to use it as fast as early on as the first turn really if we go second. And we also have 2 Research, 2 Bird Keeper, and 1 Marnie for the supporter draw. So supporter card, we have Poke Gear, 1 extra Poke Gear to help us get our Research if we don't get anything. If we don't need Mustard anymore, that gear actually helps us get our other supporter cards. So if we can't play anything but a Mustard, if we don't have anything but a Mustard in hand, no Poke Gear as well, then we have no choice but to discard Rillaboom VMAX, save that 1 bench spot for Rillaboom VMAX, don't play your V card. So if you have to though, you actually have to play V cards sometimes. So if you can discard your VMAX, do it, because this actually helps you draw cards. You have no choice but to play it. Then you have to discard a Rapid Strike Pokemon, or maybe even summon another Florges, whatever you need to do at the moment. If you can though, summon a VMAX, another VMAX, so that you get to attack with 2 VMAXs with your Cherim and your Florges, because with the previous deck we can't actually attack that easily with the Greening Cells. So Greening Cells only allows you to attach on your first turn because you are passing the turn using that ability. So this is a first turn ability. Going first or going second, you get to use it on your first turn because you can't attack on your first turn anyways. So might as well attach that extra energy. But after your first Rillaboom VMAX gets knocked out, it's not that easy to charge up your second VMAX anymore. Whereas with that other deck, you can charge it up very easily with your Cherim. If you still have your Cherim and your Florges alive, if they stay alive for long enough, you can actually still attach immediately from your hand and transfer immediately to your second Rillaboom VMAX, attacking immediately right off the bat, right after the first one gets knocked out. So that's how fast this deck is, that's how consistent this deck is, but it is really difficult to pull off the first hit. So the first hit is incredibly difficult. To set up our strategy is incredibly difficult, but once you set up, you're good to go and everything is perfect. Everything goes on smoothly. Whereas with this one is not, it's very easy to set up, but it's not necessary that everything goes on smoothly. But we are trying to make it go as smoothly as possible with our Basculin helping us collect the knockout with that Swarm the Wound, super strong attack, doing 10 extra damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. We also have, I don't think we have a boss order though for this deck. Yeah, we have no boss order for this deck, my bad. We may just change the deck list and add a few boss order as we go on, as the game progresses. So let's go ahead for our gameplay with our Atlantic Resonance deck. I may play a few games with the Rillaboom, but the other deck, but I'm not really quite sure yet. So we are flipping the coin now. We have to go first, I think. So we got a pass, that's great. We just need the 2 basics. We just need Leafeon and Rillaboom. So, but we have a lot of other basic Pokemon though. We do have Quick Ball, VIP Pass, and a bunch of other things. So it's not really that difficult to bring it out. We're just gonna get... Let's just get 1. Yeah, I don't want to waste my bench spot. We're just gonna get 1. Because we need to be playing Crobat. We're using Crobat right now. We're discarding that so that if they Marnie us, we can actually play a Melony. We need to discard as fast as possible. We're just gonna put Basculin in our hand. We're not gonna play it yet. Because they have a Dragapult, they can actually damage it very easily. So we're just gonna do it, I think. So we got 2 energies already. They can play Crushing Hammer though. Fan of Waves can actually destroy this deck because we are playing Rapid Strike energy. We have 1 copy of Pierre's to get it back out though. So they use the Marnie, we can't evolve anymore. We could top deck a few supporter cards and even a VMAX. Let's hope we do that. Okay, we got a VMAX, that's great. But we got no supporter cards. We can't draw any cards. No quick ball for Crobat either. So they could play Path to the Peak, but we have our stadium cards, so we don't need to worry about Crobat being destroyed. So we're just gonna search our deck, shuffle our deck a little bit, and also look if we see if we have any grass energy in the deck. Okay, we do have one grass energy, and we're just gonna compress the deck, and also attach a water energy, and then greening cells. Okay, we need to be killing the Drizzles fast, but they're probably gonna play. They just need one level ball, and they can evolve everything. So there we go. They're gonna get a Drizzle. Drizzle for Drizzle for Drizzle for Dragapult. That's crazy. Max Evolve. It's essentially a Celebi. They probably have a level ball already in hand, or research even. So they're gonna evolve Drizzle this turn. Is like definite. It's like 1000%. We can't actually kill it that easily because they're playing nothing on their bench. They're gonna Raihan at the last minute, and this is very, very bad. We should have just kept that one. That was quite silly. We should have kept our saving card. Yeah. Oh well. We can attack already, so we don't actually need to do much. We just need to keep attacking. Yeah, I don't think we can win Dragapult though. Dragapult is insane. So we're hitting the Inteleon. We need 3 strikes, I think. 4 strikes, because it's 150 HP. We need 4 strikes to knock it out. So might as well just strike 2 VMAXs. There's no point killing the Inteleon. It's not going to die. So we did it too late. We didn't have a Bird Keeper. We could have attacked on our last turn, and we could have killed 2 Drizzle on this turn. But since we didn't attack on our last turn, we couldn't do it. So we need to add a few switch cards in this deck. A few switch and I don't know what else we should add though. So we're gonna retreat right now. And we're gonna do this because we can't actually do anything but that one. Should we just target the Zigzagoon? They're gonna scoop it up though. Horror Energy, really crazy. So Inteleon, they can't even knock us out this turn. It would be crazy if they can. Zigzagoon, 3 Inteleon, Horror Energy on the next turn actually. Sorry, there's a bug on the mic. Stupid bug has decided to crawl on the mic. And they got Inteleon already, few Inteleons. We're not winning this one. We were a bit too late. Just a little too late. Yep, they're attaching to that one because they have a Raihan. That is crazy, yo. So they're knocking us out the next turn with Inteleon and that Horror Energy. So we need to be thinking about our next one already. We're just gonna do this one right now. We actually need to discard 2. So let's hope we get another energy. Okay, that's great. We're gonna get Basculin now. We're finally gonna get Basculin. And they're gonna have to debate which one to knock out, because Basculin can do quite a lot. But we actually need our Rillaboom still. So we need our Rapid Strike energy. Let's hope we get it the next turn. We're gonna knock out the Drizzile. Or try to anyways. How much is this? Yeah, we're just gonna do it. There's no chance we're winning this game. We need one more Zigzagoon though, one more Inteleon. Because we're actually 50 HP left. 330. Raihan, definitely Raihan at the right time, always a Dragapult. All of us, like out of nowhere, they just play a Raihan. It's just crazy. Okay, it's a research. Surprise, surprise, it's a research. It's an MF in research. And they didn't use Inteleon. That was stupid. They didn't use Inteleon. Okay, I don't know what they're doing here. So we're just gonna use a Melony. Got our Rapid Strike energy, that's great. We're gonna attach it to... Oh, we can't actually do it because we need to evolve first. So that's not a Rapid Strike Rillaboom. My bad. So we're just gonna attach our grass energy because we actually need a grass. I forgot, we need a grass and something else. So we couldn't actually do it, yeah. So they're just gonna 180. Yeah, we don't actually need much. Oh, we actually won the game. That was crazy. That was really crazy. We won against a Dragapult. That's madness, man. It's like they just gave us the win. That's madness. Okay. I guess they got bored of the game and just decided to let Rillaboom win for once. I don't know. They didn't get their VMAX though, so they can actually knock out our active already, but they decided not to. They forgot to use their quick shooting maybe. And we're going first or second. If we go second, we can get our VIP pass much faster, much easier. There's a higher chance of us drawing the VIP pass. Oh, we actually got it. Okay. Just because even though we have 4 copies of it, we don't get to play supporter card on our first turn if we go first. So that means that actually cuts off our energy cost. Sorry, it means we can't actually draw that many cards into our hand, and it's less likely for us to get that VIP pass. So I don't think they're playing Dragapult again, another Dragapult. Okay, we have 2 Basculin. I think we're just gonna do that one. Yeah, whatever. Should we play this as well? We're gonna save for 2 Crobats, right? We're just gonna save for 2 Crobats. We can't actually attach Rapid Strike because that is not a Rapid Strike. So I actually don't have enough packs to trade for a Rapid Strike Rillaboom from the Fusion Strike, because this one is much cheaper. So I decided to just get the cheaper one. So you can't attach before evolution. That's the bad thing about playing the old Rillaboom. But it's cheaper though. You get to trade for it much easier. Okay, they're taking an awful long time. Mulling it over 1,000 times. Probably using a Marnie. The classic first turn Marnie. We should have just used that for nothing. We should have just discarded that one. Because if they use a Marnie and if we shuffle our deck, it's gonna be quite pesky. It's gonna show up for no reason. So we should have just used up. Yeah, just use it up, you know. If you don't want to search, if you don't want to put anything on your bench, just discard it, search for nothing and discard it. Because it's gonna waste that space on your deck. You're gonna draw it back out and you don't want to be doing that because you can't use it after your first turn. Okay, we just need to retreat, but we can't do it. We can't actually retreat. We're just gonna keep our Rapid Strike energy for Basculin. So we're gonna do Greening Cells. I'm pretty sure we have Grass energy in the deck. We don't have a lot of copies, but I'm pretty sure we have enough. I think 4 or 5 copies. We don't need that much just because we are actually searching the deck with our ability to attach it. And we just need 1 energy. We just need 1 grass. The rest is colorless cost. So we need our Turffield now. If we get a Crobat, we need Turffield. If they Marnie, they're actually helping us right now. So let's hope they use a Marnie. And again, the same situation. They attack first. We got Leafeon stuck in the active spot. Exactly the same situation. We need more Bird Keepers. We're gonna swap 1 energy for a Bird Keeper. Telescopic Sight, that doesn't work. It doesn't work for Dragapult. We're doing damage counters, man. So we have no choice but to discard that one. Exactly the same case as the last one, but we at least got, you know, we got to kill 1 Drizzile. That's gonna evolve, so we're just not gonna be bothered with we're not gonna be bothered with that Inteleon, because we can actually collect all prize cards quite easily if they don't knock us out the next turn. Yeah, we just need to kill the Crobat. But we have no boss order, as I said, so we have to be very careful now. You can do a double knockout, but I don't think they can knock us out passing the turn. Darkrai Zacian V. I was on 15 minutes previously. Darkrai Zacian V. What does Darkrai do? Which Darkrai? Darkrai, I don't think it has any effect. I think it's just an attack without effect. Which Darkrai? Is it from Fusion Strike? So they're using Escape Roll. It's quite crazy. We're just gonna put Leafeon, right? No, we actually need to put something. Oh my gosh. This is bad. Let's just put Passimian. Because if they don't attack us, we can retreat. We can't actually attach the Rapid Strike on Leafeon. Pizza makes my belly hurt. Darkrai Zacian V, that's interesting. Which one? Is it an expanded format or standard format? Which Darkrai? And which Zacian as well? There's 2 Zacian now. Is it the Celebrations one or the Sword and Shield one, the Metal type or the Fairy type? I think it's a boss order stall. is a side boss or effect, but you get the point. It's a stall because they probably have no switch card. If they have a scoop up net though, they can recover the damage. So we can't actually knock it out still. That's quite sad. Oh, we can do it now. That was really stupid of them. They just gave us that so easily. But they can knock us out though the next turn. We don't need to do much though, we just need Basculin. So we just need a Rapid Strike energy to knock out the Dragapult. We can't, oh no, we can't win still. We haven't knocked out the Crobat because we have no Telescopic Sight. So we need Telescopic Sight to knock out the Crobat. 170 is not enough actually, we need Telescopic Sight on the first hit as well. The one with the ability that if you add, oh, get 20 HP more, yeah. And Dark Energy get 20 HP and attack added. It's all standard. Attack added. Oh right, the attack. Oh, 20 damage added. So it has to be Dark Energy though. What? I don't understand. Because Zacian allows you to attach Psychic Energy. Darkrai, you're attaching Darkness Energy. I don't understand how that works. So you need something like Hydreigon, right? Hydreigon to attach your Darkness Energy. 15 win streaks though, that's interesting. How do you attach those energies though? So they just conceded because they couldn't get their Inteleon. Dragapult is overpowered. Like finally they're getting the bad lucks. Finally. I've lost to so many games. I've lost so many games against Dragapult. I lost count. I don't think I've ever won against the Dragapult VMAX. Until now. They finally got unlucky. Twice. Two big hitters you can stack on bench. Not quite sure what you mean there. So we got the two, we finally got the two. So Darkrai and Zacian V, I'm still puzzling over how that works. Because you need Dark Energy and Zacian allows you to attach Psychic Energy. That's totally different, man. So we get to attach 3 energy cards on our first, but we are going first though. So we get to attach 2. We can use Melony the next turn if they don't use a Marnie. I don't think we're gonna use a Quick Ball though. Don't know if we should use a Quick Ball. 11 Psychic and Dark Energy. So, oh I see. So I think I get it now. We're gonna draw one. 11 Psychic and Dark Energy. They're playing a Greedent. Wow. Annoying Greedent. Drawing extra price cards. 2 extra price cards is crazy. So we're gonna discard. We're just gonna get our Passimian. And then we actually have to use a Crobat, right? Because they could just Marnie and destroy us completely. Oh my god, we got so many supporter cards. Come on, Crobat. You're gonna Marnie us and we're gonna be dead. If they use a Marnie, we're done for. I'm not gonna play the game if they use a Marnie. If we get no supporter cards on the first draw, I'm not gonna play the game. So 11 Psychic Energy for Zacian and 11 Darkness Energy for Darkrai. That's quite separate though. That's totally different, right? And how do you attach to Darkrai? Like, you need some type of engine to attach energy, right? And at the end with Zacian's ability, yeah, but that's only on the first turn though, right? What next? Like, what do you do after that? I don't think you can do much after that. So we need our VMAX. We're just gonna use Melony. Okay, we got no VMAX. We can use Wood Hammer though. I think it's enough. Oh my goodness. We need a grass. We need 3 grass energies. Dang it. So we're just gonna do the other one. We're just gonna do the other one. Yeah, thank God we have 1 final grass energy. We actually only have 2 in the deck, so 2 is in the price card. I think we have 5 basic though. 5 basic grass energy. Slow roll the dark. Every turn attach 2 energy. But your turn ends though. After attaching the energy, your turn ends. You can't attack after attaching, right? Greedent VMAX just conceded. Bloody Greedent VMAX doing 1000 damage with, I can't remember the second attack, but 160 damage for 3 energy costs. With a powerful energy, you get to do more. You get to do even more with your Leon and your Vitality Band, yada yada yada. And then boss order, knock it out with the first attack. I can't remember the first attack, but you draw 2 extra prize cards if they're playing a V card, if they're playing a basic Pokemon. Sacrifice Pokemon a V, yeah. That's interesting. But I don't think it's gonna work against the meta though. I'm sorry to say, but if you're up against like Dragapult VMAX, those crazy decks, Eternatus VMAX, I don't think you stand a chance, man. So we're gonna get a Leafeon. Because you can use a Hydreigon, Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX for Zacian, Shadow Rider VMAX for Zacian, and Hydreigon for Darkrai. But you can't do both in the same deck. That's gonna be too slow, you know. So they're playing a Let's All Roll Out. That's so interesting. Let's All Roll Out. Should we do Crobat right now? Crobat is gonna screw us. I just know Crobat is gonna screw us. Let's just not use Crobat. Let's do that. If they Marnie us, Crobat's not gonna screw us. Stupid Crobat always screws us over. They're both in my deck. Yeah, you just said that, right? They're both. Oh, do you mean Hydreigon and Shadow Rider? Do you have both Hydreigon and Shadow Rider in that deck? That would be crazy though, because that's like so many evolution cards. I guess that's why you have 22 energies though. How do you manage to fit everything in? With Rare Candy and Evolution Incense, I don't think you have the space for that many cards. You're playing a stage 1, a VMAX, which is essentially a stage 1, a stage 2, and 2 basic Pokemon. Togedemaru, I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's a Japanese name, Togedemaru. So we got Crobat, they didn't use a Marnie on us, they got no energy, they just passed the turn doing nothing. I don't know what's happening today. Everyone's just being passive, like super passive. Oh, I forgot about the Blissey. Blissey actually protects them from VMAX Pokemon, so we can't actually play VMAX now. Yeah, that was stupid. So we're just gonna use a Melony and then Rapid Strike energy on our Basculin. We actually can attack with Basculin. Should be doing that. So they are not playing V Pokemons. We shouldn't be playing our Passimian. I don't think we should be bothered about Passimian. No Bird Keeper. We definitely should add a Bird Keeper for this deck. 1 more Bird Keeper. No Dragapult V and VMAX. I only use 13 trainers. Do you mean Shadow Rider? Dragapult? Nobody said Dragapult, man. What are you talking about? What happened? How did Dragapult get in the conversation? There's no Dragapult. Jigglypuff. The ears are so small. Just to make it much cuter, they make the ears so much smaller. And they just passed the turn again doing what is happening? They did nothing. We're just gonna use Basculin then. Because they don't even have a Chansey. That's ridiculous. I think they got disconnected from the internet or something. Yeah, they're just not doing anything. Hello? Are you awake? We're just gonna concede this one because they're just not doing anything. It's not fun anymore. So I'm probably gonna make a separate video for the Florges one. The Florges one is quite an interesting strategy on its own. But due to a request from a recent friend, I reviewed the deck list in the beginning of the video. So if you guys want to check out the deck list for the other Rillaboom VMAX deck, totally different deck, but you know, kind of the same. We're relying on that one attack, kind of the same strat, almost the same strategy, not exactly the same, but you get the point. So we couldn't do it. We got no Leafeon. That's bad. No VIP pass, only that one. We're gonna attach our grass energy. So we're up against a Rapid Strike deck with Zero Aura and that stupid Laffy. Laffy is super annoying. Because you get to attach that extra one for your... I think they're playing Rayquaza. You never really know if they're playing a Rayquaza. If you play Urshifu, you can just attach Rapid Strike Energy and you're good to go for the extra one. Every turn, you can use a Flaffy, switch Retreat with a Tower of Waters. That would be insane, you know, if they use Flaffy for Rapid Urshifu. But it looks like they're playing Rayquaza. Rayquaza with Sylveon, not sure why. It could be for Dream Gift and Octillery. Very weird deck. Probably playing a Zera. They're definitely playing a Zera Rod in this. Yeah, in this game, a Zera Aura. So we got a Leafeon, but we got nothing. We're just gonna keep it at the bench spot and attach a Rapid Strike Energy. Let's just hope they don't Crushing Amoras. We're just gonna keep everything. If they Marnie us, they could be helping us, or not. Because we actually need an energy to retreat. But we're kind of saving this at the bench spot because they can actually knock us out very easily. But we actually need our Passimian though. We can't expand Passimian. They need their fire energy, so they could do it though. They could do it very... So that's probably for Tower of Waters. Tower of Waters, Rapid Strike energy for your Zero Aura V Rapid Strike. There we go. They have it already. So you can even get a VMAX. My bad. You can even evolve with this Surge ability. Rapid Strike search for the VMAX card. So I forgot about Rayquaza because it's a VMAX. Sorry, it's a Rapid Strike. Obviously, your Rapid Strike energy doesn't actually work. Spiral energy helps for your fire energy course, but the main thing is that you get to get it out with your... You get to summon it with your Rapid Strike Surge Octillery. So cool. And you get to use it with Zero Aura, you know, attacking with your first Rapid Strike card, and then it allows you to activate your extra effect, the Zero Aura's Cross Fist extra effect. Doing 160 damage, extra damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon. 160, that's a lot. With Telescopic Sight Passimian, that's even more, as we all know already. as we all know and love because it's overpowered. Zeraora is overpowered and everybody uses it. I use it, everyone uses it, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. They haven't attacked yet though, so they need to do something with Rayquaza. They can't actually retreat now. So they're gonna kill us this turn. That's gonna be super bad. We got another Flaffy. They discarded 2 Fire Energy though. So if they knock us out, they can't actually attack the next turn. Yeah, they can't knock us out. If they knock us out, they can't... Yep, thank God. So they're keeping their Fire Energy card. So that's quite ridiculous though, because you're playing... If you play Flaffy, you actually need a lot... You need a minimum of a few energy card, Fire Energy. Otherwise, your opponent's gonna Crushing Hammer you, is gonna destroy you, you know? That Crushing Hammer, that one Crushing Hammer can actually spells your entire defeat. So we're just gonna Bird Keeper here, because we have it in hand. And we got our Water Energy. We're just gonna attach it just in case they use a Fan of Waves. And then target the 2 V cards. I don't think we're gonna do anything to the Flaffy, right? Because we're doing 100 damage with the Telescopic Sight. We're only doing 40 damage to Flaffy, so we need like 3 strikes to knock it out. That's crazy. That's like virtually impossible. So 210 damage though, we need a lot more. But if they attack right now, we can actually knock it out. If they don't evolve this one as well, we may be able to knock it out. Oh, we can actually, because there's only 30 HP left. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're doing 160 to the bench. That's crazy. And they can evolve with that one. They can evolve with Rapid Strike Search. I'm pretty sure they're going to do that, because they get to use Azure Pulse and they get to survive much longer as well. Oh my goodness. So we need Basculin now. Basculin is going to help us. If they don't evolve Sylveon, we can actually collect 4 prize cards, and we just need Basculin to collect that knockout. Basculin to knock out the VMAX, and we're good to go. So putting Sylveon is not good because it's a V card, is a 2 prize Pokemon. And you know, if your opponent attacks you, if your opponent kills you, you actually have to suffer, you know, suffer the recoil of 2 prize cards. You're drawing 2 prize cards by Sylveon knockout. If they don't have a ribbon, they need a ribbon, which is an extra card to play in your deck. So we can actually retreat freely. They play the Tower of Waters. We can actually retreat freely now. We can't attach energy right now, so we're gonna use a Marnie. We need Basculin. Somehow we need to get out Basculin. Okay, we got Basculin now. That's great. Oh dear, we can't actually knock out the Sylveon. I forgot we can't knock out the Sylveon because we don't have Passimian anymore. So let's hope we get a Quick Ball for Passimian. Oh, we got no Quick Ball. That's horrible. So we're just gonna target these 2. Yeah, let's just do it. We could have killed the Sylveon. Oh my goodness. Now we can't do anything. We just need 2 Basculin though. If we got 2 Basculin, we can actually do it. So let's hope we have that one other Basculin in the deck. They can still get another Rayquaza though. If they use another Rayquaza to attack, they should be doing that really. Attack with another Rayquaza. They discarded so many things. Oh my goodness. That is gnarly. If they use a Zero Aura the next turn, they can actually kill us. They can actually collect enough prize cards to win the game. All they need is a boss or a Zero Aura. All they need is a Zero Aura really, a Zero Aura and a Telescopic Sight to knock out Crobat, and they can collect their last 2 prize cards. So we're gonna put a sad face because it looks like they're winning already. We need to keep our Rapid Strike energy though. Should we use a Research or Shauna? I think we should use a Research, because we need our final Basculin somehow. Thank you, you have a good deck as well. So I'm pretty sure I put that one. Okay, we're gonna put, let's see if we have Rapid Strike. Okay, we have our final Rapid Strike energy card. We're gonna compress our deck, put our Rillaboom. We should be putting Rillaboom, right? Let's just put Rillaboom. And then hope we get a Pierre's for the next turn. If they don't kill us the next turn though, we can do it quite easily. I was just gonna compress everything. Get out Leafeon. Oh, we can actually draw our Rapid Strike from the prize, because we actually draw 3 prize cards. So we're gonna draw at least 1 Rapid Strike energy, because we have 2 in the prize card. Oh no, that's weird. Oh my goodness, we have 1 in the prize card. Okay, we have 1 in the prize card, so that last one is it had to be in the prize card. So 1 in the deck, 1 in the prize card, because we actually used up 2 already. We discarded 1 with a Research, and we used 1 for Rillaboom. So they can just search for a Zero Aura and then retreat, kill us. They just need a Telescopic Sight. All they need is a Telescopic Sight. That's how crazy this deck is. They just need to get Zero Aura, Flaffy, Dynamotor, and then attach 1 energy, Telescopic Sight, and they're good to go. If they have a Telescopic Sight, that's it. Or a Raihan slash Telescopic Sight. Research for Telescopic Sight even. Oh my goodness, we shouldn't have put that one. Oh my god, they don't even need Telescopic Sight now. But we couldn't win though, because we can't knock out the active because we have no boss order. So I'm gonna change the deck list a bit, because we actually need boss order in this deck. So if we're playing Basculin, we need boss order, and we need a bit more Bird Keeper as well. So Bird Keeper is definitely gonna help us, because if we play Bird Keeper, we get to retreat much easily, and that actually saves us that 1 turn, which does a lot sometimes. So since you're playing Melony, I don't think we need that much Rapid Strike energy cards. Just gonna minus 1 Rapid Strike. Should we put a Pierre's in there? I don't think Pierre's is useful though. We're just gonna minus Pierre's instead for boss order. And then Shauna. Should we get Bird Keeper instead of Shauna? So I don't know what to cut out, because we don't really have the space to cut out anything. Shauna is good though, because you draw 5 cards. I don't know if we should put 3 Bird Keepers. I don't think we need to worry too much though, because we are all 1 energy retreat cost. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do Bird Keeper then. So 1 extra boss order instead of the Pierre's. We don't need Pierre's really, because we are attaching so fast with Melony. We don't even need Rapid Strike. If we don't have a Rapid Strike energy, we can actually do it on our second turn if they don't use a Crushing Hammer, just because we can attach 2 on our first turn with a Greeting Cells, and another 2 on our second turn with 1 Melony. So we got our Leafeon and Rillaboom. That's great. That's all we need. One of each. They go first though. That's bad. Single strike going first is super bad. Because if they have a Houndoom, all they need is one Houndour and they got it. One Houndour and they can kill us. They can even boss order us. 160 though. 200 damage is actually not enough. So thank God it's 220 HP. Yeah, 220 is not enough. Sorry, 200 is not enough. So we can actually do this one. I don't think we're gonna use a quick ball yet. We have to use Crobat then a quick ball. So we're gonna quick ball so that we get to Melony the next turn. We're gonna get our Passimian. We're gonna telescope. We can actually use Melony right now. That's crazy. So let's just use Melony right now. And another Crobat the next turn, I suppose. Do we have another Crobat? Okay, we do. That's great. So Grass Energy to Rillaboom. So we attach 3 energies just because we get to use Melony on our first turn. Going second. And with Breeding Cells, we are attaching extra 1. So second turn, you are definitely able to attack. You don't need your Voltage Speed. A lot of people, if you go to YouTube, they play Voltage Speed. Do you have any idea how stupid that is? You're playing a VMAX and a Stage 2. But some people, they're smart enough to use a Peony. You can actually use Peony to get Rare Candy Evolution Incense, Rare Candy Turffield Stadium. They're playing 2 Grass type as well, so that actually does a lot sometimes. So they knocked out our Leafeon, but Rillaboom is still good. They actually need 2 hits regardless, even if you know, they hit now or later, they still need 2 hits. So that's why they targeted our bench. So we can't actually play another Crobat anymore. If we do that, it's gonna be super bad. So we're just gonna capture a Quick Ball. We're gonna capture something else. Should we do that though? Let's just do it, right? Because I don't think Basculin is gonna help much. We need another one. We need another VMAX. So we are not putting our Crobat anymore. We're just gonna get another Basculin. We're gonna put Melony. We cannot be playing Crobat anymore. We have no choice. We cannot play Crobat. We just can't. Oh my goodness, they are weak to his Grass type. Oh, that's crazy. They are weak to his Grass type. I think that's a dark as well. Oh, it's a poison type. So Gengar is a dark poison. It's a ghost poison, my bad. So Gengar poison type. And they are using the poison type to attack right now. Dark Slumber. Forcing us to go to sleep. 180. Oh my goodness. So close. We can almost kill it. So that's the bad thing about single strike. You're damaging yourself. Okay, they just stunned us. Can they knock us out the next turn? 250. I think they're probably gonna knock us out the next turn. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. This is so bad. So we can't do anything. We're stuck. We need our Grass Energy, I suppose. That was very close though, because they're using sleep to buy themselves that extra turn. They're causing us to go to sleep, and do you have any idea how chancy that is? That's very risky, and they actually got their tails. We flipped tails and we couldn't wake up. We got no switch card. So Keeper is crucial, I suppose. We're gonna evolve now, knock us out. 250 damage. Crazy. GMX Swallow Up. 290. Fear and Panic, 180 damage. Plus 40 more. So 220. Is not enough to knock out the Umbreon. We just need Telescope. If we had a telescopic side, we can actually kill the Umbreon on the bench. Okay, they just need a boss order now. Oh, we have a boss order though. We got a boss order. Should we kill the Umbreon then? We can't use a boss order, can we? We can't do anything. Yep, we can't do anything. We're stuck. We're just gonna do it then. Feel that was close, because if that was a tail, if that was a heads, if we put the heads with that asleep, if we didn't go to sleep, we would have won. So now they got 4 single strike energy, enough to knock us out. That's crazy. They're gonna use Umbreon. They don't even need to knock out our VMAX. They're gonna use Umbreon VMAX. They don't need they don't need boss order. Madness, yo. Umbreon is crazy. We could have killed Umbreon just now. Pokemon, oh my goodness, it's not. They can still use Umbreon though. It's not a boss order and it's not a Marnie. Oh my goodness, phew, that was close. We actually won the game. So we're gonna boss order this one, 180 damage. And we're killing these two. Okay, we're killing the VMAX and the Umbreon. So they couldn't win even though they caused us to go to sleep. That's how annoying single strike is that sometimes it just gets the best luck. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We have our Atlantic Resonance doing a lot of damage with our Rillaboom VMAX, featuring this card from Fusion Strike. So it's a Rapid Strike Rillaboom VMAX with the GMX Drum Solo attack, doing 180 damage plus 40 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And we get to do extra damage with our Passimian and Telescopic Side. We have 2 copies of Passimian, 1 copy of Telescopic Side to add 30 extra damage for each of those cards. And we are also playing a lot of engines to be able to charge up to 4 energy cards, because we need actually 4 energy cards to pull off this attack. So this attack is super heavy. That means we need to attach very fast early on in the game. We need Leafeon to use its Greening Cells ability to attach that extra grass energy from our deck. We need Melony to attach that extra water energy from our discard pile. So to use Melony, as we all know, we need to discard our water energy very fast early on in the game. We need to discard this, have it in the discard pile as early on as the first turn, so that we get to use it already as fast as possible. And then we get to use our Rapid Strike energy as well to fast charge even more, to accelerate our energy attachment even more with that Rapid Strike energy. So if we have a Melony and a Rapid Strike energy in our hand, and if we attach at least 2 energy on our last turn with Greening Cells, we can actually prepare for a Crushing Hammer. So if they use Crushing Hammer, we can still attack on the same turn, charging up to 5 energy cards on our second turn. So Greening Cells, we get to attach 2 on our first turn, and then we get to use Melony for another Rapid Strike energy if we have a Rapid Strike energy in our hand. And if we can use a Melony, if we have a if we discard it on our last turn with a Quick Ball, we can't actually discard water energy with anything but a Quick Ball and Milo and Research. We don't have Aurora energy in this deck, so normally I would play Aurora energy, but just because we're playing that many other special energy cards in this deck, we don't actually have the space for Aurora energy anymore, just because we need 12 copies of this basic water energy, and we don't have the space for this one even. We need at least 4 to pull off our greening cells because we need it in the deck to be able to attach it, and we need still that 1 grass energy cost, otherwise we cannot attack with our Rillaboom. So grass energy is quite crucial, that's why we need at least 4 in the deck. And we are also playing our Basculin in this deck. Basculin allows you to do a lot of damage to your opponent's injured Pokemon. So we are injuring their bench Pokemon bit by bit with our GMAX Drum Solo, doing 40 damage at a time to 2 of their bench Pokemon. We also get to do extra damage with Basculin, as I said, and 1 Telescopic Sight. So if we do like 2 or 3 hits with our Drum Solo, we can actually collect the knockout on their bench with the Basculin. And we also have that 1 boss order in this deck. I just changed the deck list, I'm gonna update it later. So 1 boss order and also 2 Bird Keeper, 2 Research, and 1 Marnie, plus that 1 Shauna and 2 Milo. So not a lot of supporter cards, but we do have Crobat to help us draw. We have Crobat and also Turffield Stadium to kick out any Path to the Peak, to remove the Path to the Peak from play, so that we get to use our Dark Asset ability. And also we cannot actually have any Path to the Peak if we are trying to use our greening cells. We need to be using greening cells on our first turn, so we cannot afford them to have a Path to the Peak. Can't afford to get stuck with the Path to the Peak in play. So we need a lot of stadium cards in this deck. That is why we have Turffield Stadium instead of Evolution Incense. But just in case they play those Sydney or anything that discards our stadium cards from our hand, or if they prevent us from playing stadium cards with a Shadow Rider V, then we can at least still evolve with that 1 Evolution Incense. So it's better to have a variety rather than having 4 Turffield Stadium. I prefer to have 1 Evolution Incense and 3 stadiums. So we also are playing our Shauna to help us shuffle our deck and then draw 5 cards into our hand. So sometimes Shauna is better than Marnie just because you have way too many supporter cards in your hand, and Marnie is gonna screw you by putting all those supporter at the bottom of your deck and you're not able to draw cards on your next turn anymore. So sometimes Shauna is actually better just because you may actually draw back the same supporter cards, 1 or 2 of the same supporter cards, helping you draw on your next turn, and you actually don't get stuck with your Marnie. So sometimes Marnie can actually destroy you entirely. That 1 Marnie can destroy you early on in the game as well. So Marnie is just a very, very killer card. It can either help you a lot or it can just completely destroy you. So we have 1 boss order in this deck and also 1 capture. We have 4 battle VIP passes, 4 quick ball because we need to bring out our Leafeon V and then 1 Rillaboom early on in the on our first turn. We need to do that. So on our first turn we need one of our attacking VMAX and 1 Leafeon, so that we get to attach 1 energy from our hand and 1 energy from our deck. Passing the turn, we get to attach 2 energy already on our first turn, and then on our second turn, Melony for the extra 1 energy for a 4 energy cost GMAX Drum Solo, attacking on your second turn. Super fast turbo deck. We're trying to make it as fast as possible. That is why we're playing 3 copies of Melony in this deck and 2 Leafeon V to charge up to 2 energy every turn at least. We are also playing 4 copies of Rapid Strike energy here because Rillaboom is a Rapid Strike Pokemon card. So we actually need only 3 colorless energy, so you can actually fill it up with any type of energy. We are playing water energy in this deck, so grass and water. So we don't need our voltage beat, we just need our Leafeon, that 1 Leafeon in play on our first turn. We have 2 copies in this deck though, so just in case they turn out with the price card. And we also have 4 copies of our grass energy just in case a few turns up in the price card, and if we don't have enough to play our second VMAX, then that's going to be bad for us. That's why we need at least 4. So that's all for this deck. Hope you guys enjoyed our Atlantic Resonance recipe. Check out the next video for more cool new combos featuring new cards from Fusion Strike, Pokemon Celebrations. We are featuring the new Rillaboom VMAX in this video, and also Basculin as well, both new cards, Fusion Strike, and also Leafeon from Evolving Skies. So hope you guys enjoyed our video today. We'll see you on the next video. Have a nice day and bye for now.